we're going to begin with our pre-trip on the outside of the bus. We're going to start with the very front of the bus. And I'm going to start with the front suspension first. We'll start with my shock absorbers. They're attached at both ends. They're not bent, and I see no leaks. My leaf springs are secure, not cracked, not broken, none shifted, none missing. My C-clamp and my U-bolts are secured, not cracked or broken, with no missing parts. My spring mount is secured, not cracked, not broken, well greased. Now I'm going to talk about my front tire. My front tire is smooth, not unevenly worn. The tire thread depth is no less than 4/32. There's no mismatch, and there are no recaps. The tire wall is smooth with no cuts, no bulges. The rim is not cracked, not broken, no welds. The lug nuts are all secured and tight, no cracks, none loose, and I see no rust that would indicate a loose lug nut. The hub oil seal is secure, not leaking, and the level is full. The valve stem is secure, the cap is in place, and if I was to check how much PSI in air is in the tire, it should be no less than 100 PSI. My brake system, my air brake hoses is secure, no cuts, no bulges, no leaks. My air brake chamber is secure, not cracked, not broken, no leaks. My slack adjuster and push rod is secured, it's not bent, and if I was to pull it, it would be no less than 1-inch pull. My brake drums. My brake drums are secure, no cracks, no holes. Inside of my brake drums are my brake shoes. They are secure, no cracks, not dangerously worn thin, and no grease or no oil. My frame is secure, not bent, not cracked, and no missing cross members. My fuel tank is secure in its cage, and I see no leaks. My fuel door opens, my cap is tight, and I see no leaks. Now, I would check my rear suspension, my shock absorbers, my leaf springs, my C-clamp and U-bolts, my spring mounts, the same way as I did the front. I will also check my brake system, my air brake hoses, air brake chambers, push rod, slack adjuster, air brake shoes, and my air brake and the drums the same way as I did the front. I would also check my tires the same way as I did the front. The difference is the tire tread depth can be no less than 2/32. It can have recaps but no mismatch. The tire walls I would check the same way as I did the front. I would check the rim the same way as I did the front. The difference is this is a bud spacing rim, so I will make sure that there's no debris in between the tires and make sure that it's evenly spaced. I would check my lug nuts the same way as I did the front. And I would check my valve stems the same way as I did the front, except there are 2 valve stems on the back. I would also check my rear axle, make sure all of the lug nuts are tight on it and that there is no leaks. Now I would check my battery to make sure that it is secured in the cage. I see no corrosion and I see no leaks. Coming to the rear of my bus, I'm going to first check that all of the reflector tape is secure and none missing and none cracked. I would also check to see if the emergency rear glass is clearly marked and that the glass is not cracked or broken and that the rubber molding is in place. Now at this time I will open the engine to check the engine compartment. I will first check my coolant reservoir, which is secured, it's not cracked, it's not leaking, and the level is full. Then I would check my radiator, and my radiator is secure, not cracked, not broken, and I see no leaks. I then would check my power steering reservoir, which is secure, not cracked or broken. I would check the level here, make sure it's full, and if I needed to add, I would add here. And this is gear driven. Now I would check my water pump. My water pump is secure, no cracks, not broken, no leaks, and it is belt driven. My air compressor is secure, not cracked, no leaks, and it is also gear driven. Along with my air compressor is my governor, again secure with no leaks. I would check my belt. My belt is a serpentine belt. It has no frays, it's not cracked, and it has no more than 3/4 of an inch of pull. It is also attached to my alternator, which is secured, not cracked or broken, no missing bolts. The wires are none loose and none frayed. At this time, I would check all of my hoses to make sure that they all are secure with no cuts, no bulges, and no leaks. My bus is equipped with a circuit breaker, so I do not need any fuses. The engine in itself is secured in its cradle. I see it not leaning from one side or the other, and I see no leaks. And if I was to check the oil, I would check it here. And if I needed to add, I would add oil here. This completes the engine compartment. Now I'm going to check my exhaust system. And my exhaust system is secured by its hangers with no leaks. Coming to the other side of my bus, I'm going to check my drive shaft. My drive shaft is secured, well aligned, not bent, well greased, and there is no debris. Now checking my emergency door. Opens, and the stopper works, and it is not missing, and the hinges are all in place and not missing. The glass is clean, secure, not broken, and the rubber molding is in place. Now I'm going to check my steering gearbox and steering linkage. First, the steering linkage. Here, tie rod end, pitman arm, drag link, sway bar are all secure, not bent, not broken. They're well greased, no missing bolts, and the cotter pin here is in place and not missing. The steering gearbox, which is in the front, is secured, not crack or broken. The hoses have no leaks, they have no cuts, no bulges, and it is well